In this video clip, we will talk about two things. One thing is meaning of division. Another thing is exponent. So the first concept, division, everyone knows. But what's the meaning for the division? Division means, the first thing means divide. Divide one unit into some pieces. Here is the example. Divide 1 foot into 3 equal parts. We know 1 foot is 12 inches. When you divide 1 foot into 3 equal parts, that's actually 12 inches divided by 3. Divide 12 inches into 3 equal parts. Then, of course, each part is 4 inches. That's the one meaning. Division is to divide a number into equal parts. Another thing, another meaning is containing. Here is the example. How many 3.5 does 7 contain? Let's say the gas price is $3.5 per gallon. So it's $3.50 per gallon. If you spend $7 for gas, how much gas have you actually put into your tank, gas tank? Of course, you spend $7, and you know the gas price is $3.5 per gallon. So you use 7 divided by 3.5, you know, is 2 gallons. So here, that's the meaning for division. So again, the first meaning is to divide a number into equal parts. The second meaning is to see how many 3.5 is included in the number 7. So there's two kinds of meanings. Now, here we can ask more. We say, for $1, how much gas can you get? You know, 1 gallon is $3.5. But here the question is opposite. For $1, how much gallon you can get? We know if the gas price is $3.5 per gallon, then 10 gallons will be $35. If you divide 10 gallons into 35 pieces, then you know for each part, that will be for $1, you will know how much gallon you will have. So basically right here, what you have is 10 gallons, you want to divide 10 gallons into 35 equal parts. So that's 10 divided by 35. So it's actually 1 divided by 0.5, 3.5. Both numerator and denominator multiplied by 10. So you have 1 times 10 is 10, 3.5 times 10 is 35. 10 is 2 times 5. 35 is 5 times 7. So basically 10 over 35 is actually equal to 2 divided by 7. Approximately is 0.286 gallon for each dollar. So for $1, you can approximately get 0.286 gallon. If it's $3.5, you will get a gallon. Okay. So here you can see, here is the answer for when you get gallon downstairs, you use gallon as a denominator. $3.5 is numerator. Here you ask per dollar, well, how much you can get for gallon. So you use 35 or 3.5 as denominator. You want to see how many 3.5 is contained in 1. Not that many. It's 0.286. This many. Okay. So in 1 unit, there are 0.286 this many of 3.5. Here the decimal is a little bit hard. If comparing to the integer is a little bit hard to understand, because here it was 7, here is 3.5. So you know in 7 there are two 3.5 inside. But here for 1 unit, for the big number 3.5, you have in 1 unit contain how many 3.5? Of course, the number should be less than 1, 0.286. So $1 you cannot get a gallon. You get less than, close to a quarter of gallon. So that's the meaning for, again, division. One is to divide, another is for containing. Okay, and at what time you got to use which number as a denominator, so it depends on what kind of question you will be asked. Per gallon, then you should have a 3.5. Per dollar, then you see in this case is 1 divided by 3.5. Here you want to see the different situations. Now, another thing is that when we do the fractional division, why do we need to flip the divisor? For example, here is that when you do 1 divided by 3, what you need to do is 1 times 3 over 1. You flip this fractional number. The fraction is the divisor. Why do we need to flip the divisor? And here we can see why. The first thing is that for fractional division, why do we need to flip the divisor? Here is the explanation. You know, 1 divided by 3 means what? Means to divide 1 unit into 3 equal parts. So each equal part will be like 1/3, or approximately 0.3333 infinite. So we denote this number by 0.3 bar means repeating expansion at 3, that's approximately 0.33 unit long. So for 1 unit, if you divide 1 unit into 3 equal parts, of course, each equal part is 1/3, is approximately 0.33 this unit long. Now, if we ask in 1 unit, how many 0.33, this infinite number, is contained in 1 unit? Or you may say, in 1 unit, how many 1/3? Of course, you can see from here, in 1 unit, it contains 1, 2, 3 1/3. So basically, when you use 1 divided by 1/3, you flip the divisor from 1/3 to 3/1. That would be the answer, will be 3. So in 1 unit, it contains 3 1/3. So that's why we'll flip, because if you flip 1 times 3 divided by 1, you get 3. So in 1 unit, how many 0.3 with the expansion 3, then you got 3. So that's why, when you use 1 divided by a fractional number, you need to flip the divisor. That's the reason we want to flip. When we do the fractional division, we want to flip the numerator, the divisor. Okay, here then we got a name. We know 1/3 is called the reciprocal of 3. It's basically 3 times 1/3 is 1. So if you got 2 numbers, one number times the other, you get 1. Then 1 is called the reciprocal. One number is called the reciprocal of the other. Similarly, if you have a 3/4, what is the reciprocal? You flip numerator and denominator. So 4/3 is the reciprocal of 3/4. 3/4 is the reciprocal of 4/3, because one number times the other, you got 1. Okay. Now, here is another example. 5 divided by 10/7. You flip the numerator, the denominator. You flip the divisor. 5 divided by a fractional number, you flip the divisor. So 7 goes up, 10 goes down. So for the multiplication, 5 times 7/10 is, is add 7/10 5 times. And you add 5, 7, you get 30. 7, 7, 7, 5 times. You add 7 5 times. You then have a 35. 35 divided by 10, so you have a 3.5. So that's the way to do the multiplication. Here you can also say, in number 5, how many 10/7 is contained in the number 5? There are 3.5. 10/7 is contained in the 5, in the number 5. Okay? Or you may also say you divide 5 into how many pieces? Into 10 over 7 pieces, and each equal part is 3.5 this many. So here is about division. Now, then what's the meaning for exponent? Exponent is when you multiply a number 5 times, you write in this way. So 3 to the 5th. On calculator, you do is 3 arrow up 5, which is 243. So on the calculator, you do is 3 exponent 5, you hit enter. You then have 243. How about here? 3 times 3 times 3, 100 times. That's a very big number. In calculator, you want to do 3 arrow up and then 100, which will be this number, and is the one right here. So we may work on that. 3 exponent 100. You hit enter, you have that. The meaning for this number is what? Is 5.153775207 times 10 to the 47th power. 10 to the 47th. Here E means exponent is 47. The base is 10. When you see this number, you actually know how to write it. It is writing in this way. You may say, hey, how about 10 to the 1000? That's a very big number. 3 to the 1000. So 3 times the 3, 1000 times. You're going to crash, overflow. You're going to crash the calculator. The calculator cannot find out this number. That's too big. Okay. Now, here I want to point out is how about negative 3 to the 5th? That's this meaning. Negative 3 times negative 3, 5 times. Because there are 5 negatives, so the final answer is negative. And then we know 3 to the 5th is 243. So here is 243, but is negative. On your calculator, you want to do it in this way. So you may do is you put parentheses, negative 3, and then to the 5th, negative 243. Okay, I'll see you next time.